Welcome once again to M5's English language learning program, Let's Speak English. I'm Gav Duncan and I'm here on your TV to help you learn English. Now, are you sitting comfortably? Yes? Good. And are you ready for today's lesson? Yes? Good. Okay, well, let's learn English together. Welcome back. Welcome to the studio. Welcome to the room where all of the magic happens. Yes, I'm here, you're here, and the crew are here. And all we're waiting for is for someone to say the magic words so that we can begin. Okay, well, the magic words are these. Kawonga flipper doodle crapich crap for wop for doodle crick. Okay, so we said the magic words and now we can start. Okay, so who remembers yesterday? Yes, we all do. We're not mentally defective. We can all remember yesterday, can't we? Yes, of course. It was 1845, April the 37th, as I recall. No, it wasn't. Sorry, I was just joking. It was the 26th of June, 2017. See, even I can remember. Okay. Now, what was the problem yesterday? Yes, that's right, we ran out of time. Old Father Time came and told us that our 15 minutes were up. So, we're starting today's lesson where we finished yesterday's lesson. Do you remember what we were talking about? We were looking at the different ways we can create sentences using every and all. We started with 4 sentences using every, and we learned that when we use every, we follow it with a singular noun. It's not every kangaroo's jump. It's not every kangaroo jumps. We don't say every computers use electricity. We say every computer uses electricity. And you obviously noticed that because we follow every with the singular noun, we have to make sure that the verb is correctly conjugated. Not every kangaroo jumps. Every computer uses electricity. We're using the third person singular, aren't we? Yes. We know that the verb to use is a regular verb, which means that in the present simple, we have to add an S to the third person singular. Use becomes uses in the third person singular. And in our first example, not every kangaroo jumps, we use the third person singular form of the verb to jump and put an S at the end of the infinitive. Jump becomes jumps. Okay, so do you also remember what happens when we change the sentence and replace every with all? That's right. When we use every, we have to follow it with a singular noun. And then, logically, if we're creating a sentence with a verb in it, we have to conjugate the verb correctly. We have to use a singular form of the verb. Now, if we use all instead of every, then we don't follow all with a singular noun, but we follow all with a plural noun. So, this means that when we're creating a sentence with a verb in it, we also have to make sure that we conjugate the verb correctly. If we change the 2 example sentences so that they use all instead of every, then we get these sentences. Not all kangaroos jump. All computers use electricity. So, we use a plural noun, kangaroos, after all in the first sentence. And we make sure that the verb to jump is in the plural form. They jump. Okay. Now, we do the same with the second example sentence. We use a plural noun after all, computers, and then we make sure that the verb is in the plural form. They use electricity. Now, I know that the anti-terror squad is made up of policemen and policewomen. There are people of both sexes in the police and also in this police squad. And if I wanted to, I could make the sentence longer. Every policewoman and policeman in the anti-terror squad knows Aikido. This sentence is more accurate, but I think that all of you have got enough intelligence to understand that when I'm talking about the police, then I'm talking about male and female police officers. So I abbreviated the sentence. I made it shorter because I know that you will all understand that when I say police or policemen, I'm also including female police officers too. Okay, back to the sentence. So instead of every policeman, the start of the sentence is now all policemen. Good. Now, if we want to be 100% accurate and use the longer sentence, we can also do that. In that case, every policeman and policewoman changes to what? That's right. Every policeman and policewoman changes to the plural noun version. All policemen and policewomen. Simple, no? Yes. You can change that sentence with one hand tied behind your back. No problem. Okay, so on we go. What happens to the rest of the sentence? Do we have to alter anything else? Yes, well done. We have to change the form of the verb, don't we? In the original sentence, we used a singular noun, and so the verb form was the third person singular. Every policeman knows. There, we used the verb to know. And because we know that the verb to know is regular, we know that for the third person singular form, he, she, it, we have to add an S to the end of the infinitive. So, know becomes knows. Okay, but now in our altered sentence, we changed the singular noun to a plural noun. After all, we use plural nouns. Remember? Okay. So that means that we have to alter the verb too, doesn't it? Yes. And what's the plural form of the verb to know? Well, all of the forms of the verb are the same apart from the third person singular form. So the verb changes from knows to know. Simple. So now, our final altered sentence is this. All the policemen in the anti-terror squad know Aikido. Brilliant! Okay, on we go. What about the next sentence? Well, what was the original sentence? Every hotel receptionist likes Wagner. Okay, and what happens to the sentence? How does it change when we replace every with all? That's correct. When we change every to all, we have to change the singular noun to a plural noun. Hotel receptionist becomes hotel receptionists. Good. And is there anything else? Yes, there is. What happens to the verb? Well, remember that when we use every, the noun is singular and the verb has to be conjugated for the singular form too. But when we use all, the noun is plural and so the verb has to be conjugated for the plural form too. So, what do we get? All hotel receptionists like Wagner. Excellent. And on we go to the next sentence. Now, the next sentence was about bank managers, wasn't it? Yes. And the original sentence was, every bank manager likes boiled eggs. Okay, good. Now, what did you come up with as the new sentence, the one using all instead of every? Let's hear it. All bank managers like boiled eggs. Brilliant. Well done. And now, the last of the four. Which one is this? Athos or Aramis? I can't remember. Never mind. Okay, so the last of the four. What have you got? Now, before we check this last one, let's have another look at it, shall we? This one has got a twist in it. We know that we have to change every to all. Fine. We know what this means. It means that we have to make sure that the singular noun changes to a plural noun. Fine. We also have to make sure that the verb changes from the third person singular form to the plural form. Fine. But there's something else, isn't there? Yes. Look towards the end of the sentence. There's something there that we also have to change. Can you see what it is? Yes, there it is, hiding towards the end of the sentence. It's a personal pronoun. There, her. It's the possessive personal pronoun. The original sentence was, every mother knows what her children like. But now, well, if we change the sentence so that it's now talking about all mothers, then we can't use the singular possessive pronoun her when we're using a plural noun, can we? No. So, we have to change the possessive pronoun. And what should we change it to? Well, let's ask Mabel to show us her table. Great. So now we know that it's not enough in this sentence to change every to all and then change the noun from a singular to a plural. And we know that in this sentence, it's not enough to then conjugate the verb correctly so that it's in sync with the subject. No. With this sentence, we also have to make sure that the possessive pronoun is the correct form, which means that the completed sentence is, all mothers know what their children like. Did you get all of that correct? Yes, that's amazing. Well done. Okay, seeing as you've done so well, I think it's time we took a break from all this grammar. I think it's time we listen to an old friend of ours. Yes, ladies and gents, here she is, the fish with the... I don't know. I can't think of anything that rhymes with fish. Anyway, that's not important. What is important is that Enid's here, and she's got some news for us about... Well, what is your news about, Enid?
Hello, people! Hello, it's me, Enid! Now, today I'd like to continue talking to you about football. Do you remember how last time I was very angry about people cheating, pulling the ball over the referee's eyes? Ooh, that makes me very angry. But I'll try to concentrate on the better parts of the game. Now, do you remember when I told you that the referee tosses a coin and the captain who guesses correctly gets to choose which end of the pitch to start playing in? Well, if someone scores a goal, then the two teams go back to their starting positions. And the team which conceded the goal, do you know that word? To concede a goal means that you allow the other team to score against you. If they score, then you have conceded a goal. Anyway, when this happens, your team, the team that conceded the goal, the ones who look depressed, get to kick off. So, the referee puts the ball on the centre spot, and then the team that conceded the goal get the advantage. They get to kick off. At least that's fair, isn't it? The other team scored, and this team get the advantage. I'd better go. The football's about to start. I'll fill you in later on the rest of things. Toodaloo. Pip pip, chitty bye.
And she's gone, off to watch the football, learning all the time. And yes, it's our time to leave too. So, until tomorrow, have fun, enjoy yourselves, and if you need more English, www.m5tv.hu. That's the place to look for. Okay, see you all later. Have fun. Bye.